Hello everyone and welcome back for episode number 35 of Rising Above Adversity AFC Bournemouth, and coming up for you today I have a Europa League Premier League double as we first take on Dynamo Kiev and then Liverpool. But before that, of course, need to talk you through the results since the last live comment following the last game we played, which was against Wolves. Our 100% record in the Premier League was ended as we lost 2-1 away to Southampton. Really close game. They won it quite late on, actually, after we managed to get ourselves back in the game with an equaliser. So that was unfortunate, but we picked ourselves up and won 3 games in a row after that. In the Europa League first, we kicked off our campaign with a 4-1 win away against Lech Poznan. Then we followed that up with a 2-0 win in the Premier League against Newcastle, Martial and Lee Song-yong on the score sheet. And then we started off the defence of our Capital One Cup trophy with a 1-0 away win against Huddersfield, and Nathan Redmond picked up the goal on that occasion. But after that, we played Manchester United away and lost 3-0. I mean, can't be too disappointed. Manchester United away is always going to be a tough fixture, and to get anything there is almost impossible. We got absolutely pummeled there last year, so I was quite happy that we only lost 3-0 on this occasion. But in the Europa League, we then played Gladbach at home. Was really looking for us to kind of take the initiative in this one at home. It's a really close-knit group at the moment in that Group C, and we only drew 1-1 with Gladbach. And in the Premier League, again, you can see there we beat Aston Villa 4-1, and then incredibly, well, not incredibly, but, you know, we got a fantastic point away against Arsenal most recently, drawing 1-1. You can see Nabil Fekir scored a brilliant free kick for us. I wish I could show you it, but again, as I said, my graphics card is not great, so I can't show 3D gameplay, but he scored an absolutely superb free kick off the bar and in. Danny Welbeck equalised in the second half, but a good point again away against Arsenal, who are kind of struggling at the moment in the Premier League. So this is how the league table is currently shaping up. So there it is, the dizzy heights of 4th place for AFC Bournemouth. Of course, still only 8 games played in the league, but to be up there at this, to be up there at all, really, is very, very good. Ahead of Man United in the table, ahead of the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal. It's been a brilliant start to the season. I said in the last episode that I've got such high hopes for this squad. We've got so many talented young individuals in this squad that we can achieve some brilliant things. And you know, I'm not saying, you know, this season we're going to be challenging for the title or, you know, even qualify for the Champions League. That's going to be a massive ask, but definitely I feel like we're going to finish in the top 6 this season, but, you know, we'll see what happens as the season progresses. So again, as I said, I've got 2 games for you today. First up, Dynamo Kiev, and then we've got Liverpool at home in the Premier League. But let's get to the team sheet for the game against Dynamo Kiev. Right then, as you may notice, I've changed the system ever so slightly. I mean, the 4-3-3 was working alright, I suppose, but what I was noticing a lot in our games is that we weren't getting support to the lone striker enough. And to kind of rectify that, I've moved Nunez further up the pitch into a more central attacking midfield role. I've also moved Sergej Sudachuk further up the pitch just to kind of have that midfield pairing alongside Fekir. But the lineup for this game, we've got Bardi in goal, back four, Debuchy, Winston Reid, Mamana and Oviedo. In the middle of the park, we've got Sudachuk and Fekir. On the right, we've got Ontep, Benjamin Nunez in central attacking midfield role, Joaquin Correa on the left, and Luciano Vieto up front. Just a couple of injuries to tell you about. Lee Song-yong is currently out for a few weeks with a groin strain, and Anthony Martial is also out for a couple of days with an injury. Para is not even in the squad today. He's recently just come back from an injury, and his match fitness is not that great, so I'm going to leave him out for this one. Of course, going to be a very, very difficult game away against Dynamo Kiev. As I mentioned, the table is really close between ourselves, Gladbach and Kiev at the moment. As I kind of expected, ourselves and Gladbach are on 4 points, first and second respectively, and then we've got Dynamo Kiev in third with 4 points, Lech Poznan with 0 points. Exactly how I kind of expected it to pan out. Hopefully we can pick up something from the game. Now, a point here would be a fantastic result, but we'll see what happens. To attacker, they haven't got too many men in our half, and Sudachuk against his former club gets a brilliant challenge in. Hopefully we can build a counter-attack. Luciano Vieto's running at their back four, and that was an absolutely awful shot. Corner whipped in by Fekir, Winston Reid's in there. Nunes with the shot, and it's a good save by the keeper, but it's coming back in. Winston Reid, the skipper, tackled, but that will probably be the end of the attack. Corner being whipped in by the guy whose name I cannot pronounce. It's bobbling about, and it falls to the feet of Garmash, I mentioned in pre-game, and he scored against us. And Dinamo Kiev, despite us having a lot of the ball, have taken the lead in this game. But half an hour gone, and interestingly, Gladbach are losing at home to Lech Poznan in the other game. Poznan, as I mentioned, no points picked up in the group so far. And Dinamo Kiev coming back at us again. They've really kind of got a stranglehold of the game since that goal. And they're looking dominant. We're going to have to do a lot if we want to get ourselves back into this one. So there it is, half-time in Ukraine. We find ourselves 1-0 down through that Garmash goal. Entep's got a knock, but I'm going to leave him out there for now. But so far, I mean, we started off well, but we just haven't created that many chances in order to warrant, getting something from this game. But of course, another half to go. Hopefully we can pose a bit more of a threat. We've got the players out there to definitely cause Dinamo Kiev problems, but we need to actually go out there and do it. So let's see what we can do in this second half. I want us to be a little bit more dominant in the game, so I'm actually going to change to control as Dinamo Kiev actually bring it forward. I'm not going to say his name. Why does he have to keep getting the ball? Sidorchuk does pick it up though. Whacking Correa. Can we hit him on the counter? Luciano Vietto's going to need support. Otherwise, he's going to have to do it by himself. But Entep's up with him. He goes for the shot though, and it's straight into the palms of the keeper. Fairly selfish there. Entep had space, but he just didn't pass it to him. Right, half an hour to go in the game. Time for changes. We need to make something happen in this game. Entep's going to come off. Redmond's going to enter the field of play. What else can I do here? Benjamin Nunes is not having a great game. I'm going to bring off Benjamin Nunes. I'm going to bring on Andres Kubas. I'll move Fekir further up the pitch. I'll also... Oh, no, wait. No. We're going to bring on Stanku. That would make more sense. And we'll put Stanku further up the pitch and move Fekir back to his original position. So half an hour to go. 1-0 down. Really want to get a point from this one. It will put us in a good position for the rest of this group, but we'll see what happens. Let's get back into the game. Corner whipped in by Whacking Correa. I think it was Debuchy with the header, and it falls to the feet of Winston Reid. The skipper gets us level with 25 minutes to go. We've just made the substitution, and well, that hasn't made an impact, but we have made an impact on the game, and we are now level with Kiev. And do not concede now. Long throw-in. I hate these long throw-ins. No, go away. Besler. Tackle him, someone. Sidorchuk. Now we can counter. We could win it. Luciano Vietto. If he finds the right pass, we could be away. Whacking Correa, get out wide left. No, he plays it out wide to Redmond. Redmond, he's got the pace to get away. Plays it into Vietto. Oh, what a chance. Vietto with the strike. Again, the keeper denies us. But we could have another chance here as we've got 3 minutes left to play. Injury time. Oh, that's a terrible pass for Sidorchuk, and we could leave us short. But that was a poor pass from one of their players there. It's been a bit of a thrilling end to the game. It's going end-to-end stuff at the moment. Fekir to Stanku, to Redmond, into Vietto. He's got another chance. I think he's offside. Oh, yes it is. I knew it was. And they were denied by the offside flag. Vietto could have had a couple of goals in this one. But it doesn't look like it will be, as we enter the final 20 seconds of the game. Sidorchuk has been excellent in the central of the midfield. So many times you've seen him get those tough challenges in there to help us regain the ball. Bit guide really. Towards the end, I felt like after we got the equaliser, we had the upper hand and could have gone on to win the game. But I have to be happy with a point. I set out saying that if we came away with a point, it would be a good result. Defensively, we were brilliant. You can see the likes of Winston Reid, who picked up the man of the match award, Debuchy, the Oviedo. That experience really helped us in this game. And yeah, good point. Let's see how the Europa League group table is shaping up. Group C. So we've dropped down to second, of course, as I mentioned. Gladbach beating Lech Poznan. So it is between us, Gladbach, and Dinamo Kiev to see who will progress in this group. Very tight up there. I think we've got Dinamo Kiev at home in our next game. We'll have a look at the fixtures now. I'm pretty sure it's Dinamo Kiev. It's not letting me leave. It's not letting me leave. All right, the game's done. We want to go home. Thank you. We'll have a look. Oh no, I've just completely forgotten. I'm showing you another game. Right, no, I'm not going to show you the fixture. I've just completely forgot we've got 2 games coming up. Let's get to the team sheet for the game against Liverpool. Blimmin' heck. So after getting myself together, I'm back here for the game against Liverpool. I've had to make quite a few changes. My players are knackered after that trip to the Ukraine. Zadrahau has come in at right back for Debuchy. Para has come in at left back for Oviedo. In midfield, Kubas has come in for Sergei Sidorchuk. Fakir's had to be rested for this one. Stanku comes in for him, and I've dropped Intep not for fitness reason, but because he's been pretty terrible of late. And Nathan Redmond has come in on the right wing. We've got the 4 PM gig on Super Sunday, so I've told the boys to not show me up. Basically, we want a result here. I know it is against Liverpool, but at home I would back us against anyone. And yeah, we'll be looking to get a positive result from this game. We're ahead of Liverpool in the table at the moment. We still lie in 4th. Liverpool are 9th, I think, going into this game. So yeah, let's get into it, hoping for 3 points. Very early stages in the game. Interestingly, Mascherano back at Liverpool plays it to Irimendi. That's a pretty decent central midfield pairing. Raheem Sterling out wide, whips it in. Balotelli's in there. Balotelli heads it in off the bar. Balotelli's ridiculous on this game. First shot of the game. And we find ourselves 1-0 down. Not an ideal start. So we're coming towards the end of the first half. And since that Balotelli goal, there has literally not been one single highlight. It's been a dull half. Very even in terms of the stats. But we find ourselves 1-0 down, of course, through that Balotelli goal. Tell the players to show a bit more desire. I'm going to go... do I go attacking? Do I go for it in this second half? I'm going to do it. Why not? We've got the attacking talent out there. I'm going to go attacking, see if we can really put some pressure on Liverpool. We didn't do it in the first half, and I want to see a lot more in the second half from ourselves. Early stages in the second half, we could have a chance, or it might be going to Liverpool. As Balotelli picks it up, he's going to get out our back 4. Hasn't got too much support. We've got a few men up with him now, though. Good challenge. We get in there. Can we hit him on a counter-attack? Vieto against his former club will be looking to make an impact. He gets past Skirtle. He gets past Klein. Wow, what a solo effort. And it's an own goal for Mascherano, but what a run that was from Vieto. He breezed past the men there and he got his shot away. And straight after, actually, there's another highlight coming, so we're going to stick with it. A lot of our attacks start from that left wing. Correa likes to play that balls down to the channels for Vieto, but this time he gets an awful shot away, and it remains 1-1. The attacking mentality in the second half has definitely paid dividends, but we've come to the 64th minute now. I'm going to make a change. It's usually the time I like to make my changes. Who can we bring on? I mean, Fakir could make an impact off the bench, so I'm going to bring him on. Benjamin Nunes isn't having the greatest of games. I'm also going to bring on Intep for Redmond, who hasn't also made much of an impact on the game. But a good result so far. I'm going to stick with attacking. I want us to get the 3 points. I want us to, go for it. We're not going to sit back and settle for a point in this one. We're at home. Let's put some more pressure on Liverpool, hopefully, in these final minutes of the game. With 40 minutes left to go, we're still on attacking, and we've got a chance here, possibly. Ball whipped in by Stanku. Is that a penalty? Surely that's a pen. I thought that was going to be a pen, and Liverpool in here. Balotelli, no. What a save, Bardi, you legend. Keeps it at 1-1. Denies Balotelli from getting his second goal of the game. And in the second half, you have to say, looking at the stats, we've probably been the better of the two sides, but it stays 1-1. Oh, Winston Reid, you absolute mong. What are you doing? Our skipper, you're supposed to be setting an example for this young squad, and you do that. Balotelli's going to step up here. Winston Reid, he's pissed. I want to take him off. If he scores this, I'm taking Winston Reid off. Winston Reid, you're coming off. Absolute. We got any? We haven't even got a centre back. Oh my lord! No, Winston Reid staying on. 2-1 Liverpool. Balotelli gets his second goal of the game, and we definitely got to stay on attacking now. I'm gonna stick with it for the last 10 minutes actually. See if we can pull it back to 2-2. I was really hopeful going into this game, but a moment of complete idiocy from Winston Reid could have cost us it, but hopefully we may be able to create a late chance. Thank you with the shot. It's off the bar and it's hit the keeper on the back. It's hit. Who is that? Leach. But it's cannoned off the bar. It's rebounded off the back of the keeper. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, it happened. It seemed to happen in like slow motion as we. No way. No. Has that just happened? What the What on earth has just happened? I'm shocked. I can't believe that's just happened. Vieto. I'm literally lost for words here. What the hell just happened? Oh my lord! I wish you could see my face right now. I should get a face cam up. Oh my lord! I think Vieto's just came out of nowhere. We've won the game. Full time whistle has gone. Bournemouth 3, Liverpool 2. After being 2-1 down going into the final 10 minutes or so, we've ended up winning the game. That is unbelievable. The way that just came literally out of nothing from Vieto there. An incredible strike. 2 goals in the 92nd minute. Oh my god. We've definitely put in a show for the Sky viewers on Super Sunday there. We finished up in 4th place after that result. Oh my lord. I still can't believe that. That was probably terrible commentary there, but I just can't believe what happened. We've beaten Liverpool. And that rounds the episode up with an absolutely unbelievable game. Let's look at the league table again. We are in 4th place, level on points with Chelsea, 2 ahead of Manchester United, and 4 ahead of Arsenal. So we're not comfortably in 4th place, but we've got a little bit of a lead in there at the moment. So we round off this episode with an absolutely unbelievable finish to a game against Liverpool. I'm sorry about that commentary, but I just I can't even talk. Let me finish this episode now. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave it a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, please do subscribe to the channel. But for now, it's been the Halfback, and I'll see you guys in a bit.